The wet ingredients you'll need is grapeseed oil, water, eggs, coconut sugar, and pumpkin puree. The dry ingredients you'll need baking soda, salt, ginger, cloves, cinnamon, nutmeg, and all-purpose flour. And then you just need 2 bread pans and some canola spray or cooking spray to grease the pans. First, you just want to combine all your wet ingredients into your mixer. So that's just the coconut sugar. And if you're not familiar with coconut sugar, I will link another video I have down below that explains what it is. Just adding the eggs and the grapeseed oil and the water. Grapeseed oil is great. You will not taste it, although it looks green in the video, you will not taste it in the bread. It really has no flavor, so it's great for cooking. And palm sugar is wonderful for cooking because it's low glycemic. It's a great substitute for cane sugar. Now we just want to mix everything together till it's combined. You want to make sure you stop the mixer midway through and just scrape the sides just to make sure everything's incorporated. Then in a separate bowl, you want to mix your dry ingredients. So I already have my flour in the bowl and I'm adding all of my spices. So first I added the cinnamon. Now I'm adding the nutmeg. And the cloves. And the ginger. Now all the ingredients will be listed below. And here I'm just trying to maybe think about adding a little bit more ginger, and you certainly can add more spices. If there's a certain spice that you like more, perhaps you like a strong cinnamon flavor, you can add more cinnamon, but this is a baseline for you to go with. Then I'm adding the baking soda. And salt. Make sure you don't use kosher salt or sea salt. You want it really fine, just regular table salt, so it incorporates into the bread. Then you just mix it together. You should use a wire whisk if you have one. Then you're just going to slowly incorporate the dry ingredients into the wet ingredients. This is super easy. So as I do this slowly, I do stop periodically and scrape the sides of the bowl, again, just to make sure all the flour is incorporated. I have to taste the dough, of course, to make sure it's okay. Don't want anyone to get poisoned. The batter is super yummy. Then you're just going to pour it evenly into the grease dishes. Now this bread does rise, so you want to be careful not to overfill the dishes. I'd say no more than 3/4 of a way full, just to allow room in the dish for the bread to rise. Then you can just shake the pan a little bit just to make sure there's no air bubbles in the batter. Just put it in the oven at 350 degrees. I usually start checking it after 50 minutes, 45 minutes, and if I can stick a knife in the middle and the knife comes out clean, then the bread is done. I just take it out of the pan and let it cool. Once it's completely cool, I wrap it in saran wrap and I put it also in a Ziploc bag and I freeze it. I really suggest you do not serve this bread unless it's been frozen first, because once you freeze it, it becomes very moist, and it also lets the spices marinate. So if you're going to eat it out of the oven, it's just not going to taste very good. But I promise once you freeze it, it's going to be delicious. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and good luck making your pumpkin bread.